gentlemen, is it just me, or is anybody else out there a little bit concerned about all these dudes getting accused of sexual harassment? Now, some of these dudes, like, it's obvious. They're humongous pieces of shit, right? But there are others that you're like, really? It's a little freaky, right? Because somebody accuses you, it's basically your word versus theirs. But it's scary, and it's a little bit confusing. Actually, it's not confusing once you actually understand what it means to sexually harass somebody. And so, fear not, my well-moisturized amigos. Today, I'm gonna help you not get accused of sexual harassment. So first things first, what is sexual harassment anyway? Harassment, typically of a woman in a workplace or other professional or social situation involving the making of unwanted sexual advances or obscene remarks. Only unwanted if she doesn't think you're cute, right? As it would turn out, this is actually false. It really falls on that one word, harassment. What is harassment? Aggressive pressure or intimidation. All right, so let's do a little test. Is this sexual harassment? Hi, Sheila. Hey, you look really lovely today. I was wondering if you're free Friday, would you like to go and have some coffee with me? The answer is it could be, actually. And so, what exactly? You're freaking, right? Don't freak, relax, because I've identified 7 ways that you can pretty much ensure that you never get accused of sexual harassment. Number 1, don't where you eat. This is Greek for don't try and date or sleep with anybody that you work with. Now, most organizations have rules. They've got policies in place that pretty much prohibit people from dating, mixing, mingling that you actually work with. And there's good reason for this. 9 times out of 10, when you hear about sexual harassment situations or cases, it's from the workplace, right? People that are working together. Because for whatever reason, guys just cannot help themselves from acting the fool. You gotta be careful. You gotta be super careful, and you can't do or say any stupid shit. And this goes double if you're somebody's boss or somebody is working for you. Think of the women you work with as kryptonite. Literally, you're Superman, right? You are a Superman, but they are kryptonite. Those little 2 breasts are kryptonite breasts, right? And you can't even look at them, which is actually number 2. Don't look at their breasts. You think you're being all sly and catching like sneaky glimpses. You're not. You're being noticed because they notice things, right? And when you're noticed, checking somebody out, it automatically makes somebody feel uncomfortable most of the time. Some women, I'm sure, want the attention, but the majority of them, I don't know. I don't know if they want the attention, but you can't give it to them because this is the world we live in. Another world that we live in that you need to get used to is number 3, never touch other than a handshake. What about a light massage on the shoulders? No. What about a hug? No. Gentlemen, don't ever hug anybody that you work with or that works for you, right? A handshake. That's it. Number 4, don't joke about anything sexual in nature. Don't talk about sex. Don't talk about your relationship or what you like for like freaky stuff. Don't talk about any of it. Don't joke. Don't think that they're a good sport because even if they're laughing, they can be thinking you're a creep. 5, it is best to avoid talking about your personal life pretty much in general in terms of who you're dating, who you're married to, what they do, what they like, it's just irrelevant. You got to keep it professional when it works. Number 6 is don't compliment them on anything physical. Not like you look pretty today, you look beautiful today, or I like that color on you, Sheila. Just don't do it. This is the world we live in. Unfortunately, we can't compliment anymore. Even if there's no bad, creepy vibe, underlying beneath it, it's just, you can't take that chance because you never know how the compliment is being received by the other person. Never compliment her hair, never compliment her dress, never compliment her complexion because she's using Tiege Hanley. He stole it from her incredibly handsome man. You would treat her like you would treat a fellow male coworker, right? You can compliment him on lots of stuff that he does right, but you're never talking about how sweet his ass is. Come to think of it, everything I say about women can be reversed. This is just good practice for dealing with everybody at work because you never know how somebody is going to receive what you're saying or the way that you're going to act. And if you're acting like a scumbag, chances are somebody is going to feel uncomfortable. They will definitely feel uncomfortable if you stalk them on social media, which is actually number 7, no stalking. This includes, but is not limited to, requesting them on Facebook or following them on Instagram and liking all their pictures and sending them private messages, text messages, like cute emails, like it's just not okay. You need to be professional. You need to be courteous. The reason all these guys are getting accused for sexual harassment is because they're scumbags. Don't be a scumbag. This is pretty much the takeaway for this. Treat people with respect, treat them with courtesy. And so, guys, I wanted to do this video and talk a little bit about sexual harassment. And really, it boils down to a few things. It boils down to being a gentleman. It boils down to not dating and hitting on people that you work with. And it's also you not being a piece of shit. and if you do those three things, you're gonna be okay. Be a gentleman. Don't shit where you eat. And don't be a piece of shit. Other than that, like game on. It's cool, right? You don't need to date anybody at work. There are plenty, and when I say plenty, I mean tons of fish in the sea that are dying for a dude like you. Are you kidding me? You're so freaking fantastic and spectacular. Gentlemen, this channel, I help you fish, so you don't need to harass anybody. Guys, you're incredible. Be a gentleman. That is all.